Bitcoin going to $100,000 in the year 2024. It actually sounds easy at this point, my friends. Looking for the altcoin bull market, altcoin season, I think it's here. And if it's not here right now, in this very moment, then I think it is right around the corner. Meme coins are still going wild. Recently, been DCAing into some of the ones that I like. Some of that's been playing out beautifully. Some of it has been a little frustrating. We're going to talk about it all in this video, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip, guys. The crypto bull market is upon us, and we have seen cryptocurrency have one of the most important years that it's ever had in the history of the asset class. From presidential candidates, every single one talking about crypto in some kind of pro crypto way, to world powers, major governments, countries establishing their own Bitcoin ETFs. Some already launched the spot Ethereum ETFs. We're going to talk today about when we can expect that Ethereum ETF launch, when we can expect that altcoin bull market to really kick off and get that altcoin season that everybody's been hopeful for. And we're going to continue to expand into other cryptocurrencies as well. You know, we've talked a lot about Bitcoin and Cronos on this channel, but I want to make sure we're covering it all. And memes, because those are fun, and he can make a lot of money on memes. For some reason, I guess this seems like the Bitcoin or the Bitcoin and meme coin bull market. So if you're into it, welcome back. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Welcome back, BSS, Mr. Planet Profit. Good to see everybody. BSS says, let's go. Let's get it. A new all-time high for stacks is around the corner. I hope you're right. And I see there's some other stacks bulls out there. I am bullish on what is stacks? It is the layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi. Okay, guys. So here's the deal. We've got Bitcoin up to $71,200. Now let's start this thing out the right way and look at the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so we'll take a peek here at the Bitcoin chart. That's Jasmine doing well. Looking at Bitcoin, I saw somebody tweet this out earlier today saying huge crash for Bitcoin this morning. What? Huge crash for Bitcoin this morning. We are trading above this range that we've been consolidating in for the last 3 months. And we broke to the upside twice here in the last 20 days or whatever it is. And I told you guys yesterday, looking at this chart, I'm not going to be surprised to see Bitcoin bounce off the top of this trend level. I don't know how many times it's going to bounce, but I'm not going to be surprised to see it touch the top of this trend level. That wouldn't be surprising at all. We got the Crow with Knife Army in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Al Green in the chat. Love that name. Shout out to you, Al Green. Top of the morning to you. But Al, I mean, are you with me here? Would you be surprised if Bitcoin bounced off the top of that range again? I certainly wouldn't. And I do think that this new high is coming soon. So when this high comes, you know the story, guys. Looking for the altcoin market, the overall market cap to break through its recent peak that we saw most recently back in March 11th. And I think we're going to see that coming up here now that we are in June. You know, it's been a long 3 months. We've been patient. The Ethereum ETF is around the corner. Ethereum still trading kind of in this range right here. I'm not going to be surprised to see this continue to do so. Just kind of play this game of tic-tac-toe. We're going to talk a little bit here in a moment about Gary Gensler and his comments about these ETFs, which may or may not surprise you. Let's look over at some of the top trending tokens today. What's going on out there? Mooning says lower new highs coming, lower lows. I hope so. I'm ready for this whole Cronos meme ecosystem to have a move. And you know what? I put out a tweet about the meme ecosystem. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. I'm going to talk about the Cronos memes in this video. I know I haven't been making the Cronos videos lately. Lately, my partner has been making a lot of Cronos videos. He's getting pulled into the vortex of Cronos, and I love it. And you know what, guys? Cronos, I've still got a lot of hope for, but we got to call the spade, and we're going to do that. So we'll continue to do that. Ethereum at $3,800 this morning. Pretty decent. Today, by the way, is also a big day for GameStop. So that is live right now. The market has opened. It is 8:36 a.m. here where I'm at, which means the stock market has opened. Trading is going on for GameStop right now, and it's coming down. Today is a big day for GameStop. We'll circle back to that in a minute. Let's look at some of the top gainers on the day, and we're going to get into some of the news stories. I got some news stories for you as well this morning. You the man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Elbrink says, take a look at dog, 100% circulating supply. Elbrink, I got a big bag of dog. I'm ready for dog. That is the big runes token, the first dog meme token on layer 1. That is the runes protocol. Yes. So I've got some dog. We'll talk about that. Looking at some of the top gainers today. Look who's back at the top of the list. Jasmine, back up, moving. I do think that this coin is easily, dangerous word. I would not be surprised to see this coin hit $1. And I think I'm going to have to buy some. And yes, that's a FOMO play. But if you look at the history of this token, and then you look at some of the partnerships, and you look at the community behind it, it's pretty impressive. And I got some hope for this one. And I'm a little late to the party. But the truth is again, I'm looking at this chart, and I look at the total market cap for crypto, and I've had this red line drawn forever. This has been beautifully called. I've had this drawn for a very long time. Perhaps I could now move it up to scoop just a little bit closer to where it actually is. But no, I mean, this is really this is about what I drew, right? This was like exactly probably where I placed it. I moved it a little bit, but this is the shape. And what this shape tells me is that the overall total crypto market cap, which is what the chart you're looking at, this is a snapshot. For those of you guys that don't understand this, this is a look at every single token that is in cryptocurrency. And this is going to tell you if there's an altcoin explosion happening or what's going on. It's recovering beautifully after a crazy dip. This has just been that 3-month consolidation alongside with Bitcoin. What do you know? Altcoins get some fearful moves to the downside as Bitcoin trades sideways for 3 months. No surprise there. Something we've told you guys over the last 2 years. That's just how crypto works. But we're waiting for this parabolic crypto bull market, and we can watch this altcoin, well, the overall market cap, to see if we break through this level. Yeah, I mean, a coin like Jasmine, which is right now hitting its target that I had soon. A coin like, any of these things that have been really popular, Caspa, HBAR, Crow, Solana, right? There's going to be a lot more upside. Solana's getting a nice move this morning, back above 170. That's beautiful to see. A lot of people are going to come in as I start to talk about some new tokens for this channel, and say, oh, you're so late to this token. And well, I could have been buying these tokens in the bear market. I kind of wanted to see what communities were strong. I have my own theories on my own plays that is partially based on community, that is partially based on just information that I've researched, and I'm not going to pick every winner, and hopefully we can avoid the losers. But, looking at Jasmine, seeing it here as ranked number 2 today, we're going to talk a little bit more about Jasmine. I think we're going to keep talking about Jasmine. I got a good feeling about it. Ordi is making a move back up, getting close to the highs again. This is the meme token, the BRC20 meme token for Bitcoin DeFi. And I used to think I didn't know what this was when I first got it, but man, I made like a 70x on the Ordi token. I actually sold all that, took profit out, put it into the Stacks ecosystem. Stacks is up 7% today, up 27% across the week. SEI is having a comeback. Injective, Celestia, a lot of the big names coming back. Sui starting to get a pump. Not going to be surprised to see Sui again, be up at the top of this list here soon. OKB, OKX coin. This is an exchange token getting a good move today. Cronos getting a little bit of a move today. Nothing too crazy. Bless you, my love. My wife just sneezed in the other room. Gotta give her the blessings. Bonk is a big loser today. Not a big loser. Down 5%. AI coins down a little bit. Some of the big memes are down today. What does that mean? In my opinion, I think it means buying the dip opportunities. Potentially, if you're into the memes. Maybe these memes had their day in the sun. Let me know what you guys think. Are the memes going to continue to rule this bull market, or are all the memes doomed? Right now, I'm very bullish on the memes, guys. Pepe seems to be the chosen one. We'll see. So far, it's been the chosen one, but I'm not going to be surprised to see Bonk have a nice rally at some point again. But it kind of depends on Solana. Over the last 7 days, what are the big losers? Beam, BitGet, Bonk, Pepe. So yeah, some of the memes, Dog with Hat, Pepe, Bonk, which were all rallying recently. Mostly Pepe, honestly. Bonk and Dog with Hat have rallied a little bit, but they've been a little bit flat to calm lately. But I still think there's a big future ahead for a lot of these big memes. A lot of these big memes, my friends. Yeah, we'll talk about Loaf in a little bit too. So the liquidation heat map. Again, guys, there are some levels that, we've been watching here. And I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to go to the 3-month time frame to just look a little more zoomed out. A lot of liquidations. There is I was listening to Cryptos R Us yesterday, and I don't know where he's finding these stats, but about $9 billion worth of liquidations between here and about here. I guess if you do all this math, yeah. See all these numbers? If you do all this math and you add these things together, you get like $5 to $10 billion worth of shorts that are just waiting to be squeezed. And if they do get squeezed, then we can get a beautiful Bitcoin explosion. And if Bitcoin rips, that's when you get your altcoin season, my friends. After a Bitcoin pump, after Bitcoin breaks these parabolic all-time highs. I'm going to zoom out on Bitcoin again. Maybe you guys are sick of me showing you this, but I want to remind you that where we are, what's going on. And for anybody that's new, welcome to the Crypto Report. My name is Crypto Kip. We are live streaming right now on Twitter, on YouTube, trying something new and a new streaming app, having a lot of fun with it. But here's the story, guys, and it has not changed. Bitcoin has been consolidating for the last 3 months around this range. And what we're waiting for is the last 3 months after Bitcoin wicked above its previous high about 95 days ago. We've been looking for that parabolic breakout for Bitcoin. It's going to come at some point. It's not financial advice. Nothing we do here is financial advice, but I believe it's going to come. And in a $100,000 Bitcoin this year seems easy. When you think of the fact that $9 billion worth of liquidations are right here, and that's the entry into price discovery mode, a $9 billion short squeeze into price discovery mode for Bitcoin, into this parabolic rally that we've been anticipating, which is in turn going to send the altcoin market past the $3 trillion threshold. Altcoin season's going to begin. Memes are going to make billionaires. I don't know about that, but definitely people are making money on memes as well. I'm ready for this moment, guys. I'm ready for this moment. We just need patience on this move for Bitcoin. I've been saying for a while, I don't think we're going to get past 100 days. We're probably at about 95 days. Could be at 96 days right now. We'll see. I'll measure it out later for you guys. But I've been trying to keep track of that pretty decently. And at one point I said, okay, I think that we're going to get that parabolic. And this is what I'm talking about. Here's the previous peak in 2013. And then the breakout point from that peak in 2017. Boom. Mega bull market. It took 55 days for Bitcoin once it wicked above this high to do this move. And then it took 18 days in 2021 once it wicked above the 2019 high to, boom, have that parabolic bull market. And this bull market stunk because this double peak was stupid. And I don't think we're going to have that again. I think we're going to have something much better than that. And I think now, and I thought at one point, we were going to be in between 55 days and 18 days because of all the institutional adoption that we have. But now I'm just saying, okay, it's got to happen sooner rather than later. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll do it in under 100 days. So it could be coming in the next 5 days. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any facts behind that. I just have some of this data that I've been accumulating to come up with a opinion, which, everybody's got their own opinion. So we'll see how it pans out. But there's no doubt that we are entering a beautiful bull market, one of which we've never seen the likes of in terms of the institutional adoption that we've had. And that's been a very beautiful thing, my friends. So let's keep going. June is a green month. May was a green month. We have one red month in the month of April. If you look back in the history of Bitcoin, I'm just going to put this out as a warning for you guys. Our least amount of red months we've ever had in the history of crypto was in 2017. It was at a bull market. 0.4%. Let's just call this a green month. It's down 0.04%. That's essentially a green month. So you've got 2017, 9.05% and a 7% loss month. That is the most parabolic leg of the 2017 bull market, right? That was the big boom. Here we are in this year. We've only got one red month. It's a pretty big red month. Pretty big red month. After a pretty big rally, everybody said, oh, this bull market is way ahead of schedule. Well, that 14% retracement, in my opinion, took us back. Nobody's saying that anymore. Notice how that narrative died. Way ahead of schedule, way ahead. Nobody's saying that anymore. Nobody's saying that anymore. And if they are, then I haven't been listening to them. 14% retracement is a pretty big retracement. We could have several green months this year. We might have one or two more red months this year, maybe more, but I'm looking forward to a beautiful bull market. Some people have been saying that this thing's going to go into the fall of 2025. I say good luck with that. I say I'm taking profits seriously in December, November of this year. And I'm hopeful that maybe we continue into 2025, at best into the spring. At best into the spring of 2025. That's my, at best, bull case for Bitcoin as a time frame into the year 2025. So again, back to my idea, I think that we are seeing this thing break out soon because we got to get going to hit that time frame. And I think that is the time frame. I think that is the time frame of presidential election, a presidential election in which a lot of people are getting ready for a crypto debate potentially happening. I said to you guys 2 years ago, you watching the presidential elections, in the debate, there's going to be a question about cryptocurrency. I said it 2 years ago. I'm like one of the first people to predict this. Serious. I'm like not even saying like that thing that YouTubers say. I'm seriously like one of the first people to come out and say this publicly. I'm sure many people thought it, but from what I've seen in terms of content, and I watch a lot of crypto YouTube content, nobody else was talking about 2 years ago when we started this channel that eventually there was going to be a debate where presidential candidates were going to talk about Bitcoin and crypto. I was saying that. I knew this was coming. If what we all thought was going to happen for Bitcoin was going to happen, the debate stage had to have crypto discussed. And so like that debate's coming up in like two or 3 weeks, I think. So that's going to be very interesting. We'll talk about loaf here in a little bit, my friends. Anyway, today is a big day as Roaring Kitty, Keith Gill, is going to become a billionaire if GameStop hits $70. Now, this guy has had a lot of option contracts on GameStop. He did the whole GameStonk thing, and a lot of people made a lot of money back in the last crypto bull market. He started off with $56,000, and he turned it into millions. Then, while everything was quiet over the last couple of years, he disappeared, and he opened up a bunch of contracts on GameStop, and he's playing his round 2 on this match. I'm not super savvy with options, and I can't really get into the specific details of exactly how all this works because it's just not my cup of tea. I'm a crypto boy after all. I'm just a crypto boy, if you know what I'm saying. But if this guy becomes a billionaire on GameStop and wow, here it goes again, having another run up to 40. I mean, he's got $500,000, over $500,000 in GameStop. Excuse me, over $500 million. He's got like $600 million in GameStop right now. Today, he's going to live stream, and I'm very curious to see what happens. That live stream could be going on right now for all I know. I have no idea. I haven't been following it too closely because, again, I'm focused on crypto. There's a meme coin in crypto, the GME meme, which somebody was talking about in our chat yesterday. Maybe that's going to do something today. Maybe not. We'll see how it pans out. But I'm going to keep an eye on GameStop throughout the stream. So we're going to leave that up right there because this is a very interesting story. Let's talk a little bit about Kraken. Kraken is exploring a IPO. What's an IPO? An initial price offering, launching its own stock, just like Coinbase, just like Robinhood. This is very interesting. This leaves me believing that you could see, a company like, well, where is Kraken based out of? Let's see this. Okay. So, they're interesting. So it's a California company. So they're looking for an IPO. Crypto companies, there's going to be a lot more of them. I'm bullish on really any crypto IPO, but I want to remind you guys that the way these are going to work is when these IPOs come out, they seem to kind of crash right away. Coinbase did, Robinhood did, though the timing was tough because they had a little bit of bull market, but then they kind of came into a bear market and it kind of collapsed along with the rest of crypto. So we'll see how it plays out. But interesting news, Kraken launching their own stock here in the U.S. potentially soon. So we'll see how that one goes. And there's no doubt that the traditional market is just taking crypto more seriously than it ever has before. If you look at what's going on in the language that even Gary Gensler used, Gensler slams the crypto exchanges for unsavory practices. Kraken's going for their IPO. It's a beautiful thing. He doesn't like their unsavory practices because he keeps saying that they do not give proper disclosures to their customers. And what does he want? I mean, I've seen so many exchanges say that we've tried to give them the disclosures and he's just not happy. I just think he's an unhappy man. He's just upset of something new coming along, upset that it's outside of his jurisdiction. And Congress even sided basically with crypto saying that, SEC, you're not going to be able to call these things securities. Kind of gave the cold shoulder to Gary Gensler on that one. He's got some comments, though, recently on these Ethereum ETFs. He's saying it'll take some time. Gensler made these statements in June 5th in this interview with CNBC. We watched this video the other day, but it's making headlines and take some time. I just want to highlight this. This is relative. And Gary Gensler, don't believe what this man says. Just don't believe what this man says. You got to listen and you got to hear what he's saying, but you don't have to believe what this man says because a lot of people disagree with him. And I'm talking about politicians that could remove him from his office potentially if it really came to it. We're not there yet. He was even taking questions on the bonk ETFs, which is crazy, with a straight face. Absolutely unbelievable. So let's talk a little bit about this. I put out this tweet this morning, and my partner on this channel, Black Sea, put out a great video last night talking about this, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more right now because I know we got a lot of Crow fam in the chat. If you don't know what Crow fam is and you're watching, it's people that like Cronos Chain, but Cronos Chain has a real situation on their hands. Loaf and Krob, okay? These are two meme tokens that were launched by VVS Finance, the number one DEX on Cronos Chain, which I would like to believe has strong partnerships with the Cronos Chain, right? They're the number one DEX out there. Maybe even people that work at the Cronos Chain are a part of VVS. I have no idea. Kevin Timsit is the head of the Cronos Chain, okay? He is the guy for Cronos Chain and Cronos Labs. And I've seen this guy do some interviews. Ken, if you watch this, I think you need to address this, my friend. And I'm just going to call it out. I tweeted this out. Loaf and Krob are the worst lies to ever come to Cronos and VVS Chain, or VVS. Why do I say that? Well, I say that because these were launched by VVS Finance themselves. And what's interesting is there are community memes that they're allowing people to launch, right? They created some tools. The chain created some great tools to launch their own meme coins. And they've listed one of those, but they had to do like a liquidity grab on it by launching a token, taking donations to get the liquidity for security purposes. It kind of plays into the centralization aspect, which, is a downside, could be an upside for Cronos chain. In this example, it's a downside. Let me continue. Ken Timsit, you got to see that this is a problem for your chain, right? Loaf and Crab. Crab was launched by VVS Finance, and it had an insane amount of liquidity and an insane amount of trading volume on the first day. And nobody that I know on Cronos, and let me just be very clear, 90% of the content we made on this channel is about Cronos. 90% of my Twitter posts have been about Cronos. I've been a Cronos bull for a very, very long time, and I still am. But nobody cared about Krob. In fact, everybody was laughing at it, and it didn't make any sense. Now, Krob was put out in a vote. VVS Finance is putting out these votes to pick the meme of the week to get a yield farm on VVS Finance. Krob, a while ago, was put up for a vote. It lost the vote, and then it won meme of the week. Okay? Now, fast forward to Loaf, a new token launched by VVS Finance. Again, one that maybe more people cared about, but still, not as much as Crow and Knife or Mystery Mary token or some of the other memes on Cronos. Again, why do I know that? It's just based on the community and understanding it, understanding what's going on. But then Loaf yesterday gets listed on crypto.com. It gets listed on crypto.com, and the community is just shattered about it because nobody cared about this token. They want crypto.com to support the community launched memes, right? There's so many community launched memes that have been trying so hard to gain traction. Some of them have done an incredible job. Almost all of them are going through a big retracement right now because everybody's waiting after the Crow with Knife got the exchange listing. And we saw Buy the Dip token get a listing, which again was kind of a VVS launch token, but at least it had something to do with the Crow with Knife liquidity move. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my Crow with Knife VVS Finance partnership video. That was an interesting moment. That was one of their best moments, the highlight for VVS Finance in this meme coin mania, in my opinion. But they haven't really done anything good like that since. In fact, what they've only done is they've created competitor tokens like Loaf for the community tokens that have been out there. Instead of supporting their own chain, they're launching their own competing memes, and it's really trash. And it's upsetting. So I say Ken Timsit, who is the head of Cronos Chain, and you guys should retweet this tweet. All of you guys should retweet this tweet. I said, you got to see this. I'm a huge supporter of crypto.com and hopeful for the future of the Cronos chain, but what is this crap? And I said the word crap. Yes, because that's what it is. So here's my example. If you look at this VVS poll and the vote, picking the meme of the week, here's your results. Loaf literally had the least amount of votes, 43 votes. To 269 for push, to 344 for caw. Okay? So who gets awarded meme of the week? VVS tweeted out 4 hours ago, meowing, mole fam, crow fam, congrats to Loaf. Loaf token wins meme of the week on VVS Finance. Where does it win? And so when I'm saying the worst lies to ever come to Cronos chain, this is not a win. That's Loaf in spot number 2. There's its votes. It's the biggest loser. And then they're the meme of the week. Now, in all fairness, here you go. Here's a couple others that did get meme of the week as well. But well, I guess that makes sense. But still, why are they putting Loaf up above the first tweet they put out? Let me look at this. Let me look at this more. Yeah. See, The only winners are BVS memes. Let's see what else. Did they put out other tweets about other ones? Yeah. So here's the community picked. And then they just pick the meme of the week. So the vote is for the meme of the week. It's silly. It's silly. So they are saying, community picked meme of the week, and then centralized player meme of the week. Who do we want to win? And of course, they want their own tokens to win. So no, I did not invest in the loaf pre-sale, nor am I ever going to buy this token or Krob. I want to support the community memes if I want to buy the memes at all. And right now I hold Mary and Stuck and Push. And we'll see what happens. I like Crow with Knife too. I just don't hold any for the moment. Let's see how the memes on Cronos are doing. There's Loaf. Getting that crypto.com exchange listing pump. Oh, wait. Bing, beep, 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 beep. Crypto.com exchange listing pump. There it is. But honestly, for an exchange listing pump, it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak. I mean, if you look at this pump, boom, 100%, not even 100%, 100%, versus what happened with Crow with Knife when it got listed on crypto.com. And there's the strength of Crow with Knife. Look at the pump that Crow with Knife got when it got listed on crypto.com. Boom, 7x. This is consolidating beautifully. I'm looking forward to seeing this officially scoop up and make the move. I'm still hopeful for a lot of these other memes as well, but we're going to want to see some of the bigger memes like Ka, like Mary, do the thing. And I think we're kind of scooping up a little bit here, which is a beautiful thing. So anyway, there's my little update for you guys on the Cronos memes. Want to give you that update. I haven't gotten to talk about it for a little bit. Been busy making some other content for you guys. So smash the like button if you enjoy the update. Let's talk a little bit about some other memes. Here is Welsh on StatScreener. If you're confused by what's going on with StatScreener, it's like broken. So where are we tracking the prices for a coin like Welsh? What is Welsh? It's the first dog meme built on Bitcoin via the layer 2 solution Stacks, Welsh and Stacks trading pair. Alex Labs had a little bit of a problem, but they are back in action and hopefully with better security, as they had a lot of community votes. They took a slow approach to relaunch their liquidity pools, which means now the trading is back live. In order to have decentralized finance and decentralized trading occur on any chain, you need liquidity pools. That's how the trading exists. So now they've reopened some of the liquidity pools. Maybe people are going to be putting money back into these. Alex Labs is not the only one. There's other places out there you can do some of this, like on Veller and other places out there. So be aware of that. But some of the tokens that got impacted like this can now come back. One example is the Gus token. I thought maybe that was a rug. It turns out, no, they were just tradable on Alex Labs, and their liquidity pool has been pulled down. They're waiting for Alex Labs to launch that liquidity pool again. So hopefully, Gus Coin has a little bit of recovery. Hopefully we have an entire Stacks meme coin ecosystem round 2 coming very shortly. That would be a beautiful thing to see. I would absolutely love to see that. But anyway, they're back getting some trading volume. So how are we going to track these things? Well, you just kind of got to go to CoinGecko for now, because frankly, Stacks tools isn't even working that well. None of the token tracking tools that I know of on 4 Stacks right now are pretty good. Blue Whale says, why is it every 24 hours? People keep saying the next 24-hour breakout. Been hearing that forever. Well, I'm saying Bitcoin to 100K in 2024 today. So, it's a good question, Blue Whale. Everybody's anxious. Everybody's waiting for that parabolic explosion, and everybody's thought that it's been coming for the last month. And it just hasn't yet, but hopefully it will. Let's see what some of the top trading memes are today in the last 24 hours. GME is number 1. Look at that. There you go. GME is ripping to the moon right now. Pretty strong look there. You've got Welsh coin, which is very strong, up 18% in the last 24 hours. Still very bullish on this. And if you look at the chart here, it's actually very, very beautiful to see. I had this descending wedge that we were kind of watching, and boom, we have totally broken out of that. So I'm waiting for kind of a redemption. Hopefully we can go back to highs on that soon. This Alex Labs move is certainly going to help. Let's do a little bit of Q&A, guys. How you doing today? How you doing out there? What's going on? What's going on? What should we talk about today? Blue Whale says, I thought the breakout was going to be this morning. Yeah, I wish. I wish. That'd be nice, right? That would be really nice. Can I do a fib on BOEM? I could look at BOEM. Thanks for the question. Yeah, BOEM is not one that I've really looked at in the past too much. I haven't been, I never really caught my attention. I mean, it did for a second. But I remember when BOEM came out, I was in Mexico actually, and Crow with Knife was happening. So I did not care about BOEM because I had that Crow with Knife action happening. I can look at BOEM. I'm not going to do like a fib on it, but let's see what we got here. Let me see if I can find it for you on. There we go. All right, let's look at BOEM for you. Okay, taking a peek at BOEM. I'm not a big fib guy. But I mean, just at an eyeball glance, like BOEM, if it's going to stick around, probably bouncing soon. If it comes back up to like the top of its range here, kind of a range in here. You see what I'm seeing? This is very weak TA, but just a general idea. Comes back up to the top of that range. 40% move. BOEM is not going to be, it's a general meme. That was, in my opinion, BOEM was a quick money grab. Like, yeah, it could get a pump, but I mean, why BOEM? Why not just Pepe? Why not just sheep? Book of meme. Why not just one meme? Why do I want a book of meme? Is it I mean, unless it's some kind of like, unless there's something I'm missing. Is there something that I need to know about BOEM that I just never looked into? Massimo asks, how do you know what time a meme coin is going on Cronos? Massimo, that's a weird question, just to be honest with you, because you never know. All you got to do is follow, Cronos folks on Twitter, Cronos themselves, VVS themselves. Keep your finger on the pulse. You got to be on Twitter. Wow. Look at this. Look at this right here, guys. That is a breakfast sandwich made by the most beautiful woman in the world, my wife. Thank you, Mrs. Crypto Kip. I appreciate you. Thought on Pepe, top market cap. I'm thinking 100 billion. Blue Whale, sure. 100 billion works for me. Yeah, anywhere from 50 to 100 billion probably for Blue Whale. We'll see. Jasmine does have a nice move. Shout out to Angelo. I see that. It's a very beautiful thing. Who should you follow? I follow VVS, but who else? Well, you could follow me. You should probably follow, look at who I follow. I don't know. Get on Twitter. Are you on Twitter, Massimo? Massimo. Oh, Massimo. Massimo. I know you, Massimo. Look at who I'm following on Twitter. I love you, Massimo. I know Massimo. Who should you follow? Well, it's tricky. So, Massimo, here's the thing. New memes that come to Cronos, the reason I was kind of short with it is because I don't really like the new memes that come to Cronos, right? There's already a lot of memes on Cronos. Let's see what happens with those. And so what I'm really looking at for Cronos, and this is what you got to know, Massimo, is that it's oversaturated right now. And it's oversaturated very simply because of this. Here you go. Here's one for you, Massimo. Go to memesoncronos.com. And look at what's going on. So there's 88 meme tokens on the Cronos chain, which doesn't sound like a lot. And it's not. Okay? It's not. But it's only got $740 million in the entire meme market cap overall. Add all the memes up on Cronos. What's the overall market cap of it? 740 million. If you take Corgi AI out, 600 million. You're looking at $140 million to go around to all these coins. And so when a new token comes out, one of two things is going to happen. No, one of like three things is going to happen. One, it could be a rug pull, which you do not want to get involved in. So we go follow some people. So we go follow some people on Twitter and they talk about a new token launching on Cronos. Who knows? It could be a rug. You never know. You got to be careful. Another outcome of one of these new tokens that comes out, it could absolutely pump and then take some of the liquidity from some of these other tokens and then maybe crash and go away. Or maybe if it's lucky, like Robin has been, it sticks around and it does pretty decent. But how do you figure out what's going to be decent? Well, I would follow like Elder Carl. I would follow like the guy who's the head of Robin. I would follow like the head of these projects is a good place to start. So go find the tokens, go find their social media pages. Can you do that through here? I guess you can't. So that's a note for the memes on Cronos team. You guys should add the socials for these things, but maybe there's a risk to that. So, but they should add the socials to these tokens on memes on Cronos. Anyway, there's a lot of good ones to choose from. Krob is thumbs down in my opinion. Corgi AI is the first one, but kind of centralized, not as cared about as some of the others. These little logos is what's listed on crypto.com. There's a difference too between what's listed on crypto.com and on Cronos chain, because those are two different things. Cronos chain is where these memes are launched. And then if the memes are lucky on Cronos chain or good enough, they get listed on crypto.com. A lot of people are waiting on the Mystery Mary token to get launched on crypto.com. This is one of the strongest memes on Cronos chain, in my opinion. Crow with Knife is obviously also one of the strongest. These are the top two on Cronos, Crow with Knife and Mystery, in my opinion. And then there's some other ones that have loud communities like Push the Button, Mouse and the Pasta, which is why I hold those two, full disclosure. And then I had Croaky. Croaky's looking weak right now, but you know what? I do love that blue frog. I just hope they can pull through. I like the founder. He seems like a decent person. He's doxed, so that's cool. And the blue frogs are loud, but we'll just see what happens with it. And then Robin, I haven't looked into Robin enough, but really, really, really low market cap, only at a $600,000 market cap. So we'll see what happens with that one. I don't know, but it is getting a little banner up here. So anyway, I don't think I gave you three outcomes, but anyway, I ranted on the Cronos memes. Instead of looking out for new Cronos memes, maybe figure out which ones are the best Cronos memes. And honestly, don't get too many Cronos memes, because the Cronos meme coin ecosystem, while presenting a beautiful opportunity if it continues up, also brings a tremendous amount of risk because it is such a small ecosystem. And that is just the facts of it, my friends. And that's what we want to give you here, is some facts. There are some other coins out there like Welsh that I'm super bullish on. This was in a descending wedge for the longest time. You could have bought this thing at a penny and then wrote it down to the bottom like my mom did, unfortunately. Yes, my mom bought this token and bought the top. It's hilariously terrible. And now it is at 0.037 cents. Could go back up to a penny. You're looking at an easy like 4x from here. It was up above a penny, in fact. I think this one's an obvious play. Another one that I really, really like if we're looking at memes, because we are looking at memes, is Dog to the Moon token. It's on the Runes token standard for Bitcoin. Bitcoin DeFi is going to be one of the big narratives. This thing has a recent retracement off its highs. The market cap just missed $1 billion. This is going to go past $1 billion. The question is it going to go past $10 billion? Is it going to go past further than that? I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. And here's something I'm going to highlight for you guys as well. I predicted that there was going to be a Bitcoin meme token that eventually takes over and becomes into the top 10 of memes overall. And that has happened with the dog to the moon token. So my prediction there was exactly correct. It was obvious. How could there not be if people are building meme coins on Bitcoin, how could a meme coin from Bitcoin not get into the top 10? You know, Massimo is going to go golf. Why didn't I get the invite? Just kidding. I can't go. Oh, you're out of town. You're out of town. Yeah, Massimo is a friend of mine. Massimo's a friend of mine. So John now, hey, shoot him low. Our buddy in our league, not naming names, shot a 40 yesterday. Pretty decent on 9 holes. On 9 holes, pretty decent. My golfing partner shot a 40. I think we got 5 points. Massimo's in my golf league, guys. In case you didn't catch that, he's in my golf league. So there you go. There you go. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So Jen Cow saying, should I sell my GME coin or wait? Man, I don't know. I mean, did you take profit? Taking profit's cool. If you're in the green, taking profit's pretty cool. But I didn't buy any of that because I just don't want to play that game. Sounds super stressful. Yeah. Also, Massimo, I beat my guy on stroke play and match play. But then he cheated. He cheated and he lost a ball, didn't want to take the drop, picked up a 6-foot putt, should have putted it out. But we gave him the higher score because integrity, no room for cheating. Hey, if you're ever going to be a part of a competition out there, folks, if you're ever going to be a part of a community, lying, cheating, it's no bueno. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. I pride myself on integrity. I try to have the best integrity that I possibly can. I think it's extremely important for your own personal soul. And anyway, yeah, I'm in a golf league and some guy cheated yesterday. And you know what? Instead of calling him out and being a jerk and saying like, well, you cheated. No. I just kind of look at him and go, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I wrote down what the real score was on our scorecard when we turned it in, but I play nice. I like to play nice. I don't like to spread FUD. I don't like to spread hate, even if I disagree with somebody. That's true on the golf course. That's true on a competition. That's true in crypto. That's true in life. I try not to spread hate. We're all guilty of it sometimes, but positivity, gratitude, communication, my 3 words. Anyway, guys. Got 76 viewers. Did you smash the like button for me yet? By the way, guys, I forgot to tell you, we do have a awesome sign up bonus for you. There's going to be a breakout to 100K Bitcoin at some point. There is beautiful volatility in these crypto markets. And what you need to be aware of, my friends, is that there is room for trading in these markets. I'm going to go down to the hourly candle just to kind of give you guys a good example. Now, I've been talking about kind of these ranges that we've been in for a while. Now, I'm not going to be surprised to see Bitcoin dip down. I got my eye on two lines in particular. One, I'm looking at this. If we get a bounce here, this right there could be a good opportunity potentially for a long on Bitcoin. If we come down lower, maybe you're looking at this previous all-time high level. Maybe we get a bounce off there. Could be more resistance here. Could play back around in these range. What I look for, guys, when I'm trading is I look for a good range, okay? And we got a couple ranges. So I look for support or resistance. I'm going to long support. I'm going to short resistance. Though, I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to short 73K Bitcoin there. Now, if you do want to open up some trades, and this is kind of a sketchy time to trade right in this particular area, but you could get ready for a trade if you see a bounce at a key level. We have a sign-up link for you guys down below for PHEMEX, up to $4,100 when you sign up for PHEMEX as a deposit bonus. You should check that link out down below. Be careful with leverage, but it can be a great tool to make more money on your money. So check it out if you haven't done so. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the loaf thing, wheelchair. I don't know. I'm just not going to get into the loaf thing. It's a centralized coin by a centralized player, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But you never know. And if you're holding it, I hope you make a ton of money. Again, not trying to FUD it, giving my honest opinion on it, though. And I'm not the only one. I know that the broader Cronos community is feeling the same way about that token. All right, guys, that is all I got in this one. I'm going to jet. Got some work to do. Happy Friday. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. Guys, you want to become a member on our channel, you can do so in the link in the description down below. You could sign up for PHEMEX, get that $4,100 sign-up bonus. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. Tap the like, subscribe. See you next time, guys. Peace.